All right, this is a Dr. Seuss book. What was I scared of? Look how dark it is. Woo! Well, I was walking in the night and I saw nothing scary, but I have never been afraid of anything. Not very. He doesn't look very afraid, does he? Just wait. Then I was deep within the woods when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? You see them? There's the pants. See the pants way over here? And there he is. Ooh, that'd be kind of scary. And then they moved, those empty pants. They kind of started jumping, and then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that I did not care for, no, sir. There's the pants running after him. After that, a week went by, then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. Well, I had fetched the spinach. I was starting back through town when those pants raced round a corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home, believe me, I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride 'em, especially spooky pale green pants with nobody inside 'em. There he is dropping his spinach, and there's those green pants on a bicycle. Woo! Man, that'd be spooky too. And the next night, I was fishing for doubt trout on Rover River. When those pants came rowing toward me, well, I started in to shiver. By now, I was so frightened that I'll tell you, but I hate to. I screamed and rowed away and lost my hook and line and bait too. There are the pants rowing, and there he is trying to get away, and he's lost his reel and fishing pole and everything. I ran and found a brickle bush. I hid myself away. I got brickles in my britches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night. The next night, too, I'll be there still, no doubt. But I had to do an errand, so the next night I went out. There he is in a brickle bush. He's looking around for those pants. You ever been that scared at night? I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied them. There he is picking those brickles, right? Snides in a snide field, in a gloomy snide field. There he is. Wonder what's going to happen. Then I reached inside a snide bush, and the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone, and I'll bet you know who. Yikes! And there I was, caught in the snide and in the dreadful place. Those spooky empty pants and I were standing face to face. I yelled for help. I screamed, I shrieked, I howled, I yelled, I yowled, I cried. Oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside. There he is screaming. There's the pants. And then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. There are the pants crying. I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants with nobody inside them. What a silly story. And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I, and we never shake or tremble. We both smile and we say, hi. Hi, hi. That was the end of that story. You want to do one more story? Here's another one. This one is called Too Many Daves. Did I ever tell you that Mrs. McCabe had 23 sons and she named them all Dave? Do you see them all? Well, she did, and that wasn't a smart thing to do. You see, when she wants one and calls out, Yoo-hoo! Come into the house, Dave! She doesn't get one. All 23 Daves of hers come on the run. There she is, calling for them, and they all come. This makes things quite difficult at the McCaves, as you can imagine, with so many Daves, and often she wishes that when they were born, she had named one of them Bodkin Van Horn, and one of them Hoosfoos, and one of them Sneem, and one of them Hotshot, and one Johnny Sonny Jim, and one of them Shadrach, and one of them Blinky, and one of them Stuffy, and one of them Stinky, another one Put Put, another one Moonface, another one Marvin O'Gravel Balloonface, and one of them Ziggy, and one Soggy Muff, one Buffalo Bill, and one Biffalo Buff, and one of them Sneepy, and one Weepy Weed, and one Pairs Garters, and one Hare's Tweed, and one of them Sir Michael Carmichael Zut, and one of them Oliver Bolivar Butt, and one of them Zanzibar Buck Buck McFate, but she didn't do it, and now it's too late. What a silly story. That's it for the night. Love you. Bye-bye.